Welcome to Unit 3 Types of Work Related Illness and Disabilities. Hi again, I am Claudia, your instructor for Learning Unit 3. Today's topic will be on the types of work related illness and disabilities. Every workplace has different types of hazard. However, each type of hazard does not necessarily have the same risk level. Principles of risk management and occupational health and safety hazard consist of identifying, assessing, controlling, monitoring, and ensuring the risk of hazard. Effects of hazard in the workplace is divided into chemical, physical, biological, and psychological effects, and also emotional and mental. Safety and health hazards at work cause illness, injury, and also death. The most common occupational diseases and work related accidents and diseases are cuts and wounds, muscular disorders, dermatological conditions, heat related conditions, for example, exhaustion, dehydration, and salt imbalance, diseases due to extreme temperature, for example, sunstroke, frostbite, cardiovascular diseases, and also infections or parasitic diseases. There are six common hazards that can be found at the workplace. The first common hazard is the physical hazard. Physical hazard is created by factors within the environment that can cause harm to the body with or without contact. Examples of physical hazard are radiation, high exposure to sunlight, temperatures extreme, and constant loud noise. The second common type of hazard is the biological hazard, which give threats to the health of living organisms, primarily that of humans, and are most commonly associated with working with animals, people, or infectious plant materials, for instance, blood and other body fluids, fungi or mold, bacteria and viruses, and also plants. Next is the chemical hazard, which is the exposure to any chemical preparation in the workplace in any form. For example, liquids in cleaning products, vapors from welding exposures, gases, flammable materials, and also pesticides. Psychological or work related hazard is the stresses that cause stress for short term effects and strain for long term effects, which is also common at the workplace. And it usually comes in the form of workplace violence, workload demands, respect towards or from others, control or say about things, social support, and also sexual harassment. And then we also have the ergonomic hazard that occurs when strain is developed on the worker's body due to the type of work, body position, and working conditions. The example of ergonomic hazard are improper workstations and chairs, frequent lifting, poor or wrong posture during lifting, awkward movement, especially if they are repetitive. Last but not least is the safety hazard. Safety hazard is the most common hazard at the workplace and it includes spills of water or oil on the floors, tripping, working from heights, non-guarded machinery and moving machinery, electrical hazard, confined spaces, and also machinery related hazard. With all the hazards and diseases surrounding us every day at work, it is very important for us to be aware of our safety and health. But how do we ensure that we are working in a safe environment? First is by implementing safety policies. In Malaysia, we must follow the rule by OSHA 1994. All organizations employing more than 5 workers must draft, disseminate, and revise when necessary a safety policy. Secondly is by implementing safety programs. The implementation of safety programs require total commitment from all levels of employees. Among the programs that can be conducted are safety training, safety and healthy living campaigns, incentive and reward schemes should also be given to employees to motivate the employees who manage to be safe and healthy at work. Apart from that, there must also be a provision of personal protective equipment. And then, organization have to be strict on its disciplinary systems in order to ensure a safe workplace. Occupational diseases can also be prevented by having a good job safety and prevention practices, eliminating or reducing exposure to the hazards in the workplace, by having control measures, changing the obsolete practices to a new practice that suits the current condition of the organization by having educational programs or awareness programs, by recognizing risk or hazards or health and safety problems, and by also using etiquette PPE. Employers should put effort into providing a safe system at work and insisting that employees implement the system. The cost of industrial accidents may be high, not only in financial terms, but also in relation to the suffering of those involved in accident. That's all for now. Thank you.